The Kilroy Free Speech Conference is to take place on April 21st and 22nd at the Sheraton Grand Phoenix Hotel. And the idea of it was to bring together some of the biggest voices across the political spectrum. Everything seemed well and good until Dave Cullen, aka Computing Forever, had to pull out of organizing the event. His mother died, and he had to step away from it, which is completely understandable. However, it was left in the hands of quote-unquote based mama. And I say quote-unquote because there's only one true based mama, and her name is Christina Hoff Sommers. Here's what they should have did. First of all, this whole thing with the non-disclosure agreement and the non-compete contract is ridiculous. That should have never happened. Number two, you should have sent out a questionnaire to speakers to see which topics they'd like to talk about and then pair them people up, 2 on each side of a topic. Now, your larger speakers, the ones who brought in the donations, which is above $85,000 now, those people, let them talk about whatever they want to talk about. It's a free speech event. And they brought you a lot of money to make this event actually happen. To take a dump on them like you did was insane. Limit the amount of panel speakers to 6. Any more than that is a S show. I think 4-person panels tend to be better, but yeah. Then what you need to do, make sure you have keynote speakers to open and close each day. So 4 total. Make them the most popular people, and they can also speak on panels as well. Don't limit them to just the keynotes. There was a rumor going around that people couldn't get refunds, but apparently that's not the case, but at least that's what I've seen. I don't know. Clue me in if that's not the case. If that's not true, then somebody screwed up, and the first thing that should have happened was to buy event insurance in case of that happening. You should have made it so people get a little bit of compensation. When people get money for something, they tend to show up. That's been my experience, and now you're seeing what's going on there. Since there was no money on the table, they had no incentive to show up. It's human behavior. As principled as people like to appear, when it really gets down to it, their true colors show up. Money makes it happen, as I like to say. And here's my message to the event organizer. Her name is Based Mama. Let me just say that you won the genetics lottery. You have 2 huge personalities and an above average looking face, but you're a lunatic. Apparently, this woman doxed and bullied Joy Sparkle BS off all social media, including YouTube. And there are rumors that she bought a new vehicle with the money from the event. Because $85,000 to put something like this on, I don't think so. Not unless you're paying the speakers. Not unless you're paying a crap ton of money for security, which there was another rumor that they were spending $40,000 on security. I think that's a little ridiculous because, it's not like it's the president who's going to be at this event. But I don't know, man. There's so much misinformation going around, but here's the bottom line. Based mama, you don't know what you're doing. You don't have any experience with putting on events. And, you don't really need to have experience with this, but you just need to think things a little bit more thoroughly, which you didn't do. And because you don't have any experience, you should have at least had some kind of committee, some kind of, a 5-member group, so you can throw some ideas out there. Because look, 2 heads are better than 1, and 5 heads can be better than 2. But yeah, when you're inexperienced at putting on events like this, you should kind of get some help, But anyway, I hope it is a successful event, and I hope that the people that left regret it. But my final message to Based Mama or the event organizers who aren't putting their names out there is, you can't tell people what they can and cannot say at an event that celebrates free speech. That's not going to go over well with people. So anyway, like I said, I hope the event's successful. I hope there's another one next year. I'd love to go to this one, but more than likely not going to be able to afford it. But who knows? Maybe I'll have a little bit more successful beginning of 2018. So who knows? But more than likely I won't show up because it's a little bit far away from me. But yeah, anyway, what do you guys think about the Kilroy event?